Let's check in with NBC's Hans Nichols now, who's traveling with the president in Florida. And Hans, the president tweeting within the hour about this.
The president's tweeted. We also know that the Secretary of State has spoken with the Prime Minister of Iraq, as well as the head of the Kurdistan regional government, basically putting them on notice, saying that they expect them to protect U.S. property and personnel. So what you see really is a two-pronged approach, the idea of holding Baghdad accountable and then the clear bellicose rhetoric from the president towards Iran. He is squarely blaming Iran for this. There's no doubt about that in the president's tweets. And he's saying that Iran will be held responsible. We've also heard from the White House press secretary just moments ago, and what she's indicating is, yes, Iran will be held responsible. But the interesting thing about her comments is that the president will respond when and how he decides to. It isn't a question of if, and that raises the possibility there will be some sort of action. Now, I don't want to say military action, because something that's guided the president in the past on this is the idea of proportionality. Remember, he called off that mission in June when planes, as he said, were already in the air in response to the downing of an unmanned drone. But the president didn't want to, at the time, escalate because no U.S. service members had been killed, and he didn't want to escalate and end up killing a couple dozen, maybe 100 Iranians. So proportionality is one of the watchwords for the president, and we'll have to see just what sort of damage was done to the U.S. and also, crucially and importantly, if any U.S. lives were lost in these protests.
Francis? That is the big question and concern.